Okay, let's work on the planning for the uniforms case. We have this possible solution, and it's very important that we first read very carefully the case and highlight the important information that will be later our answers for some of the elements in the planning of this website. First, by start reading, we can learn about the history of the company and what the owners want. In this case, when we pass by this paragraph, we can see that here we have the objective for the website, which is that sales can be increased. Also, we have the products or services. There are three types: soccer, basketball, and custom design. Here we have the address of the company and phone number. There's no email, so we have to say that. The logo is provided. Also, we have the number of employees over here, our contact, and well, let's start. First, site objective. Well, we need to ask yourself, why does the owner want the website? And on paragraph 2, we can just copy paste the information about the objective of the website. So it's better if we start with the word to. So, to increase sales by having an online catalog, just like it's specified over here, by having an online catalog. Then, on the second element of the checklist, we have the audience. Who is the site aimed for? Define age, gender, region, socioeconomic level, language, and interest, etc. So we have to decide what is our audience target. In this case, we decide on a demographic group, for example, which groups buy sports uniforms. Usually a group that compete, like school children. Well, in this case, the moms or these kids are the ones actually buying the uniforms. Another possibility, very different from this one, could be young men competing in soccer games during the weekends, like maybe your dad and friends or your older brothers, etc. So in this case, we're going after the moms buying the uniforms. It's so important that we also consider the rubric. The rubric for the audience is describes in a clear way who is addressed by the site, including information about age, gender, geographical location, socioeconomic level, language, and interest. My suggestion is that you actually make a list of each one of the elements to make sure that you are considering and answering everything. So here I have my list. Age. The span recommended is 10 to 15 years of difference. In this case, I'm going after 10 years span, from 25 to 35. Now, gender, since the moms are the ones buying the uniforms for their kids, so women. Region, since the business is downtown, my target women will be the ones living in Monterrey and surrounding areas. Socioeconomic level, considering my interview with my contact in the company, then it's middle and upper middle class. The interest, well, this lady's interest is getting uniforms for basket and soccer for their kids, ages 5 to 10. These words are the ones that I can use as keywords for search engines when people or audience is like browsing for companies like mine. Now, number 3, logo and company. In the rubric, it says that I should specify both informations. Then here I have it. This is the company name and the logo. And they are also specifying to us the colors and details about the logo. In this case, white background, black font, orange basketball, black and white soccer ball, and red border. Then number 4, mention and describe products and or services of the company. It's again a copy-paste of the information provided on the business case. Then I just copy-paste that they sell sports team uniforms for soccer and basketball and custom design for men and women, sizes from children's 4 years old through XXL for adults. And my rubric should comply with these specifications. Let's not be too general, just mention the different categories. On the address, phone, and email of the company, I should specify all these three elements because the rubric is asking for, well, actually for address, phone, company mail, and company industry or sector. So I have here the address, just a copy paste from the business case. The phone number, they do not have a company email, so we are recommending them to create one. And the industry is manufacturing. Number 6, person to contact in the company in regards of the site creation and development. In this case, they're asking us for the name, the phone, and the email. And it's just a copy paste again. The name is Jorge Marcos, his phone number, and his email address. And we are complying with the rubric. They're asking us also for the position. What is Jorge's position according to the business case? Over here we have that Jorge is in charge of the sales. So we need to also specify that Jorge is in charge of the sales. Approximate number of employees. I have to specify each one of them with its job titles. So number 1, it's just one owner, Mrs. Marcos, she is the general manager. 1 sales manager, which is Jorge, our contact. 1 production manager, Mario Marcos. 3 salesmen, 5 seamstresses, 1 secretary, 1 personal assistant, and it makes 13 in total. And everything was just by reading my business text. And of course, I'm complying with the rubric over here. Specifies approximate number of employees and their tasks. So I have to make a detail of everything. Now for the brainstorm, it's very important that you are not just going to say, oh, it's just products and about us and history, la la la. No, it really has to do with very creative work, in the sense that you need to make your website better than the competitors. So you have to provide a list of different pages that are gonna make your website more interested and more attractive, more appealing to your potential visitors. So the content are possible elements that can be added to the website. Do not list the obvious like the history, the about us page. These are innovative elements like an online catalog, an online help desk for questions and or comments, frequently asked questions, live chat room, rules for different games, soccer, basketball, rules and policies with affiliated clubs, online catalogs for affiliated clubs, customer reviews and rating, visitors log. And we're gonna be complying with the rubric. Specifies at least 4 plan elements. If we only specify 1, then we're losing points in this part. So it should be at least 4, as you can see. Here I have more than 4. So let's be creative, and remember, it's brainstorm is about pages I would like to have also after, of course, the basic pages. Checklist number 9 is about photos and or graphics, and this is a description of the images, videos, and charts I would like to have in the site. Let's check the rubric. It says describes in a clear way at least 4 elements, so not 1, not 2, not 3, but at least 4. So here, of course, pictures of the company, pictures of the uniforms by sizes, pictures of the owner and her sons, video of customers, a video of creation of the uniforms, a video that will help a visitor customize the region. Now, navigation structure sitemap. Index should be on top, and then, of course, I can, depending on my taste, here I have the about us. I decided to have a page called our uniforms, and below it kids basketball, kids soccer, adult basketball, and adult soccer. I have 3 levels. Index is on top, and remember the lines are only horizontal and vertical, and it's only like 1 line out of the box. This is the standard format. If you draw other things like circles, diagonals, clouds, or whatever, it's gonna be wrong because it's not the standard format. Okay, so here we have a total of 8 pages, and each one of these boxes is a page or a link, and I should make the work of each one of the pages. Now for the human-computer interaction, I have to specify the format specifications. Here I have them, and I'm writing everything, the background color for each one of these elements, along as the font color, font style, and font size. And I should always check the rubric. Here, this one is over here, index page is on top, navigation, etc. And also over here, all the site colors and the design. When I'm in the internet, I should be also creative. And here I have the designs, which is a box, and boxes specifying where should I place the most important elements, which are like the logo, the company name, the titles, the navigation bar, which is exactly the same as the one I specified on my sitemap. This is homepage, about us, our uniforms, and contact us. So it's exactly the same. I cannot change names or quantity of pages. For each one of my secondary pages, the logo is the same, and also the style of the pages. It should be very professional. In the uniforms page, I have my other secondary and third level pages. Now for the activities and responsibilities table, I should make sure that, number one, I place the titles, task, due date, and responsible. That activities, for example, gathering information of the company, the interview, create the navigation structure, website design, take pictures and define the images to use, website programming, check for spelling and grammar, mistakes in every page. You may use days freely from now up to the end of the semester, kind of, which is the last days of November, and of course define a responsible being in charge of each one of these activities. About the programming also, the rubric says that we should include the titles and also include all the pages that we said we were going to have on step 2, the sitemap. Each one of these pages I have to make it in Dreamweaver. Then I should, of course, specify who is the programmer and who is the tester, making sure that everything works well. So here I have 8 pages. Who's the programmer in charge, and who's the one checking that everything works wonderfully. Now for number 6, the maintenance, my rubric. It says that where is it? The table. Oh, sorry, maintenance includes a logical and justified frequency for the maintenance and updating of the site. And here I have it. For example, here we will decide when the team will update the site and why they are doing it. Since they want an online catalog, let's say it changes every season, or we will write it like this: we will update the site every season. Why? I need to explain, justify the reason why I'm saying every season, or every month, or every week, or every day, or just 2 times per year, etc. In order to load the new uniform designs, I take down the ones that are not being made anymore. So please make sure that at the end of every activity or evaluation, you always write your honor code. Always write aside our honor code. It shows that you have a commitment to honesty, to do original work, and not engage in any type of dishonesty. So here it is. I, Yvonne Fernandez, hereby declare that I have worked on formative evaluation 1.4, fully compliant with UDEM's honor code. And your signature. If you don't have one, just write your name as it is, handwriting. Well, any questions, guys? You can just go back through the video, or just look for me if you wish. Remember to staple all of your works, and of course write your name, otherwise I won't be able to grade you. Bye.